Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Justin here, just in to give you the final part of Triple H's Road to WrestleMania. This would be the DX side of the end there. You know, we did Evolution last time, and this time we did DX. Hello. And this is the Tomoko's time. So, DX side is a lot of fun. Got some good stories to tell, and you will like it. They'll like it, right? Yeah. They'll like it. So here we go. Take it away, Justin. Thanks, Justin. Hey, gang. Justin Leeper here for the alternate and probably much cooler Triple H finale.
Orton and HBK want to play the game?
Here's a refresher for you.
It's game on. The match is in my hands. If I want to reform D-Generation X,
which I do,
I should make sure Shawn wins. If I want to be part of Evolution again,
which I already did,
Randy should win.
So I will be taking a much more active role in the refereeing of this match because we want Shawn to win. We want to see how that half goes.
And here we go with the main event. Can you feel the electricity? Can you feel the emotion, JR?
It's Shawn Michaels versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. But
no, we can't have that.
The match isn't in their hands. That honor belongs to the wild card, the unknown quantity, the special referee, Triple H.
I don't think I'm much of a wild card in this match, JR, but thanks just the same. Now, it'd be kind of fun if I could Hebner this match right there and just call for the bell immediately.
This could be huge. Oh my gosh, JR.
Montreal Screwjob style. But no, I'll just beat him up a little bit. And the look on Randy's face, he's just kind of shocked at what I'm doing. As I do-si-do around his arm. Oops, sorry, Shawn. Just trying to be impartial. Now, since I have a little time here, why don't I talk about the time I met Triple H? And I may have told this in a different one, but too bad. So I went, and after I did all these games... Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. All right. Triple H's voiceover was almost too slow to register that fast of a count. But yeah, there we go. Shawn Michaels is once again the champion.
Shawn Michaels, one of the best to ever set foot in the ring, is once again WWE champion.
Once again, like I said.
JR. It sure seemed to me like he had the ref in his pocket.
The WWE board made Triple H referee. I doubt HBK had anything to do with it.
It's fun to watch the lip syncing that the animators do on non-dialogue spots like this, like Orton outside just yelling, talking about how he should be the champion.
I think everyone in this arena knows what that gesture means.
If that's true, then the WWE is in for a wild ride.
And those guys are doing a good job acting as their counterparts. That's AJ Castro and Matt Lasky as HBK and Randy Orton, respectively. And then Bryce, who I've put over many times already in this series, was Triple H. So now we're going the DX path. And I remember thinking that this was actually a pretty fun third act. But we'll see. Let's watch together. See how much is different between these two paths. I think there's going to be a lot different. I doubt there'll be any crossover, honestly. Unlike the Masked Man storyline.
Hot off the heels of No Way Out, this is Raw. Shawn Michaels is our new...
But again, Triple H seemed a little bit kind of middle of the road there, not super embracing Shawn. I guess I'd take a shortcut to my own mailbox too if I had that big of a yard that I'd have a long way to go to get to my mailbox. But then I'd probably have somebody to go and get my mail for me.
As you may have heard, there's a new WWE
Now you can tell they've changed their attire.
But what you may not know is that the band is back together.
D-Generation X.
But where is the belt? Championship title thing. Here's kind of the coming out cutscene for this team.
D-Generation X.
Those are cool trunks.
The best? Better than the Four Horsemen?
Better.
Better than the Nation of Domination?
Believe it, brother.
How about Extreme Expose?
You got me there. Kelly is a better dancer than you are, Shawn.
Boy, that joke aged real well, didn't it? Oops. Okay, now, I'm going to crank the audio when this happens, but you have to listen to Ric Flair when he pulls Shawn out. Now, that woo attack was part of our voiceover recording with Ric Flair. So what we did, and this is going to be just a kind of a beatdown where we're stuck in the ring, I believe. And then Shawn and Flair on the outside, so it's a 2-on-1 schmoz. But in the voiceover booth, now as I've said before, Ric Flair is not very video game savvy, so whenever we have people in the VO booth, we try and get efforts for them. Efforts are like, huh, ha, those kind of noises. So they asked Rick to make some noises as if he's being attacked. So Rick gets it, he's like, okay, brother, yeah, sure. And they're recording, and he goes, woo! And they're like, no, how about you do it as if you're attacking somebody? So he went, woo, attack! Which is pretty much the funniest thing I ever heard. Luckily, we had that audio, and the audio guys, we found a spot to put in Flair's woo attack, and that's where it was, and I love that so dearly. That makes me so happy that we got that in there and we heard that, because it's just so Ric Flair to just woo around. Oh, you wanted to attack? Woo, attack! Now then, back to this non-match. So there's some exclusive audio here of Shawn yelling to us.
They both have to be lying on the mat.
There was. Hopefully I'll be able to boost that audio in post. They both have to be lying on the mat, he just said. Which, again, it's fun to be able to get exclusive audio to these situations.
It appears he's looking to put his opponent away here.
So as you saw earlier on, I tried to exit the ring, but I couldn't because I think I'm stuck in here until I knock these two guys down. Which is kind of a fun idea. Although I don't know how, we didn't really maybe make it super obvious how to do this with Shawn just yelling and no captions. But, I figure you fight this match long enough, you'll take him out and you'll get the condition. And is that it right there? Yep, there we go. And I'm sure for every match we had lose conditions pretty much. Where you'd have to redo it, and they'd probably say something on screen about why, what you have to do. So here's a crazy DX-esque cutscene here.
You know what I think, HBK? Orton and Evolution are green with envy.
No way. Admit it, Hunter. I'm faster, stronger, and smarter than you've ever been.
Well, did you see this coming?
Nice.
You're right. They are green with envy.
Watch Batista in the back. Trying to pull himself up on the ropes. Keep an eye on him. Bloop, boom. So that was shades of Stone Cold Steve Austin with the beer truck splashing the McMahons. And it just seemed like a fun DX kind of thing to do. I'm sure that cost quite a bit, although it seemed like it was just one different texture that they'd cut to where the ring was covered in green slime and those guys were covered in green slime and we had a pouring animation. But Yeah, super happy that we were able to have that. It's amazing when you get a weird idea like that and then you see it come to fruition. And then 11, 12 years later, you see it again and you kind of forgot about it.
Last week, DX painted both the town and Evolution green.
DX may be laughing now, JR, and he who laughs last, laughs best.
Evolution may have its chance tonight as they're in a 3-on-2 handicap match against DX.
So, man, we're hitting these matches heavy. There's no filler here. There's that match. Now there's a 3-on-2 handicap tag. Like, this is full-on war, DX versus Evolution. And, you know, we forget about the whole extended Kennedy
and this
Edge
might be the biggest match in the history
slog.
of Raw. DX versus Evolution. Two of the greatest factions of all time going head-to-head here tonight.
What a match this is going to be, JR. But Evolution has a one-man advantage.
Nice to see Flair in the ring. Well, on the apron, but, you know. So, back to what I was going to say earlier. When I met Triple H, so Stephanie McMahon was head of creative. I was interviewing for a creative job 1 year after I quit THQ, and they flew me out to WWE headquarters after I had some meetings with some of their upper people, and they seemed to give me the nod and, you know, pass me on to corporate. So I went to meet Stephanie, and she was busy because she's busy, and they were like, "Hey, would you like to meet Paul?" I said, "Well, yes, I would." So they take me to Triple H's office, and I pretty much just sat and talked to him for about 20 minutes, and that was really cool. He was, you know, just kind of asking me questions, but we were mostly just shooting the breeze. Around that time, Randy Orton had a match with Mark Henry that didn't go very well, so when he finally hit the RKO, he jumped up and touched his legs in the splits, and it was a really goofy thing, but you know, that had just happened, and Triple H was like, I told him don't do it because he shouldn't have done it because Vince is going to like that and make him do it all the time. Luckily, that didn't happen. But I think around that time, too, Awesome Kong, what's her name, Karma in WWE? I forget, but she had gotten pregnant, so, you know, she had to be off the road, and he was kind of like, yeah, it's of all the women that would happen to, you know, it happened to her. And I said, well, she's also the one who had a wardrobe malfunction at a pay-per-view. He was like, what? I said, yeah, at TNA there was like a battle royal or something, and she bumped out of the ring, and her costume got caught, and she kind of went to the outside, and her top stayed stuck on the ropes, and people got a pretty big topless view of her. And we kind of had a little laugh about that. But, yeah, I didn't get the job, as I've said a couple times. But, you know, I know about other people's interactions with Triple H, both from a business and a personal standpoint. You know, he treated me with respect. We had a really good chat, and I really appreciate him taking time out of his day to kind of fill time while his wife was emptying her schedule so she could meet me. So I'm giving Shawn plenty of time here in the ring. Maybe it's an ulterior motive that I'm trying to tire him out for the future. I don't know how to get his AI. Okay, he shoots him in the corner. Now, how can he? I asked for the tag, but I don't know how to get him to do double team. Oh, his AI kind of got stuck there. All right, Shawn, take me in. All right, Shawn, take me in. Take a couple shots, and then take me in.
Can you imagine the unbridled hate between these 5 competitors? This matchup is just so fierce.
Looks like he's tagging in his partner.
Now, you see there when they cut to Triple H and he was backing up, his arms were in too much. That's because whoever was doing the motion capture for Triple H is not as big as Triple H, because, like, basically nobody is but Batista. Doesn't have, like, the lats as him. So, I let him tag in, darn. Although, give Nate some ring time. So, when when you're doing mocap, you have to be very careful of how much you let your arms or legs go into each other. Just like when I was doing Death Stranding, I was playing a character whose model was based on the famous director Guillermo del Toro, who's a large man, and I'm not as large of a man, so I had to make sure that my elbows would not be stuck inside his body, because at the best, the animators have to take a lot of time to fix that, and at worst, it's going to end up looking kind of janky, just like Triple H did during that animation. And we don't want that. I want the animators to like me. I want the developers to be happy that I'm there. Good knee. Alright, let's get some double teamage going here again. Come here, Shawn. Nah, too late. Oh well. Boop.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
So we've really cut the ring in half here, like a good tag team does. And man, this year, of course, most people will know is the year that THQ revamped the tag team mechanics. And it really shows, man. These are tag team matches are pretty darn fun.
Oh man, the pedigree's the way to do it. That's
all right.
for sure.
Oh, Nate's with a trick up his sleeve. Dirtiest player in the game.
You can pin him right here, JR. He almost got
Ooh, a
the
2
3
count.
but almost doesn't count.
Oh, he tried to run away, but nope. Not quite. All right, Shawn. Let's take it home. Drop toe hold, elbow drop.
He calls his partner over, and they're looking to go to work on the opponent.
Little extra.
And he strikes at his opponent with the knee.
Flair's hot tag meter is just going crazy. It's boiling.
And he lights up his
All right, Shawn's got a
chest
finisher.
with that chop.
Flair looked like he had some time. Yeah, Shawn's a little tired. Remember these two with that classic retirement match at WrestleMania.
Hard-hitting contest this has been, JR. Most teams would have been demolished against a force like
Oh,
that.
here we go.
But DX is not most teams.
You're right there, King.
Striking up the band.
Triple H
Maybe it'll happen on screen this time.
two of the most experienced.
Oh, nice. All right, I'll run interference.
There's the pin.
I don't think this match will continue.
I love it when a plan comes together. And with that, DX is victorious over Evolution.
Shawn Michaels and Triple H want
Though we did get to hear Woo attack earlier. So thank you for that, Mr. Ric Flair.
Win it, JR. Evolution is all business.
You might have just answered your own question.
To be honest, I was not a huge fan of Evolution. I saw them as kind of what they were, which was sort of a modern-esque take on the Four Horsemen. And nice, some good animations there. Now this is not a cutscene for me. This is look at Shawn going nuts. That is a DX specific win animation, so that did not get taken out of my budget, so to speak, which is good. That means more cutscene budget, more production budget for me to play with. And to play with it, I did. But now, I think, are we at the go home? I don't know, there might be one week left till WrestleMania. Because, man, this side of this storyline is just kind of non-stop adrenaline, really, with a couple yucks thrown in.
You are tuned into Raw, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a big show for you tonight. Randy Orton and Triple H will square off to see who the #1 contender is. Evolution.
So that image is reused from the other half. Once again, please don't go to WWE.com and expect to vote. I think the winner was DX by a landslide. By a neon green landslide. A slime slide, if you will. And now we got a big match. We got to go against Orton to see if we can beat the #1 contender. And get some more promo time for DX.
Are you ready?
I said, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home, and for Randy Orton, let's get ready to suck it!
Here's a behind-the-scenes thing. I'm pretty sure that I said originally in my dialogue, and for Randy Orton, who drinks his own pee. And I'm pretty sure WWE cut that out, which was a Billy Madison reference, of course.
I will become the #1 contender.
Triple H?
That means my destiny to once again become the WWE champion will be one step closer.
Hey, Triple H.
Hold on, Shawn. That means at WrestleMania, I will take on the champ and shove his head so far up his...
Triple H!
What is it?
I'm the WWE champion.
Oh. That's right.
May the best man win, okay?
That's cool with me.
And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you.
Suck it. I tried to write some funny DX stuff. You know, I don't know if I succeeded as well with this as I did with Edge and Christian a couple years later, but that was more of a collaborative effort because I was not the only writer necessarily. All right, so I want to give Randy Orton 3 pedigrees, and after that he will die. Apparently, I won't have to worry about him anymore. So let's pedigree him a couple times. I know people in the comments were asking me to do signature moves, but hey, it's clear condition.
Incredible main event. A #1 contenders match for the WWE title.
That's right, JR. And one of these men, either Triple H or
And they're just throwing steamed hams to start this match. This is not a catch-as-catch-can competition.
A sharp kick wearing down his opponent.
What can I talk about here? And this has been it's been a fun part of this story, I'm telling you. DX. Yeah, I love DX. I think I had a DX t-shirt. Of course, I really liked their theme music, which was kind of a Rage Against the Machine ripoff. Yeah, I did have a t-shirt, like one of the first ones, without the lime green on it. Of course, back in the day, they had China. Remember when Rick Rude was actually a member of DX? And then they put Waltman in there. Waltman's music was pretty cool, too. Little Man in the song. Yeah, I wasn't a big Road Dogg or Billy Gunn fan, but, you know, those two together were greater than some of their parts for sure. And they kind of brought a lot of the edge that maybe helped elevate Triple H and HBK, because Triple H was, you know, he really reveled in this role, but he's also such a heel, and he's usually these guys who are this giant and Terminator-y aren't super charismatic, so maybe it was not super easy fit for him. And then Shawn was, you know, a little bit older and got to be kind of Christian, so he wasn't even really comfortable saying "suck it." So having the what was Road Dogg and Billy Gunn's team name? The New Age Outlaws. Ouch. Having them in there really kind of stepped up the edge factor, I think, for DX. I wonder who could they have now to have that kind of a rapport. You know, it's kind of fun that Miz and Morrison are back once again. Much like New Age Outlaws, Miz and Morrison are people that I'm not a super fan of individually, but together they can produce some fun stuff. All right, there's a pedigree. And a taunt.
Is so devious, so manipulative, You know, the only
I really
reason he
cannot
wanted to side with
climb
Triple H
the ropes.
was because he was terrified he might face him at WrestleMania.
Either way, things have royally backfired for Orton. He's not only lost his belt, but if he wants it back, he's got to beat the game tonight.
Oh, he said, King actually said belt there. I like that they were talking, well, of course I like it because I wrote it, but I like that they were talking about how the only reason why Randy was trying to recruit Triple H was to keep him from becoming WWE Champion, to kind of get rid of one of his biggest rivals. But he's no longer in the title hunt. It's now me and Shawn, and I got the 3 pedigrees, so we'll see what I unlock.
Triple H has earned the top contender spot for the WWE Championship.
That title is held by his DX partner, Shawn Michaels.
When I'm at the gym, sometimes I'll take dumbbells and I'll do that Triple H arm out pose, and that's kind of like a lat, like a standing lat raise kind of pose. I do not have lats like Triple H because I am a human being. I don't have delts either. Man, delts are something that I've never had. Like I have good biceps, I have decent tries. My traps are pretty good, but my delts are just nothing. And I try and lift them a lot. I think some people just... Alright, enough workout talk. Got the DX entrance, music, video, animation. And if you're not down with that, it's no problem, because we're moving on. And now we're going to the go home before WrestleMania 24. Showcase of the Immortals. In Seattle, Washington, a super rainy place. I bet you it's super rainy right there now. We've only had snow once here so far this year in Tokyo. And it was only for a little while because it was, I'd say, in the low 40s Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is at Celsius because I still am not good at that conversion.
Thank you for joining us on Raw.
Because I don't believe in conversion therapy. Haha.
The main event at WrestleMania this weekend will feature Shawn Michaels and Triple H with the WWE
Alright, it's official. That will be our final match.
But they're in DX together, JR. It's championship versus friendship.
I'm told that tonight, live on Raw, both members of D-Generation X will participate in a press conference.
Press conference. Pop quiz, hotshot. You're in a marina, and there are 2 ships. There's the friendship and the championship. Which ship do you get on? Oh, time's up. Cutscene time. This is a fun scene to write as well.
I'd like to introduce the challenger, the Shawn Michaels WWE Championship at WrestleMania, Triple H.
Golf clap, golf clap.
Thank you. I want to say I'm really looking forward to facing the Heartbreak Kid on the grandest stage of them all. WrestleMania is the only place where the 2 of us have not done battle.
I hope that's true.
Are there any questions?
At least as of this game.
This is for the game. Do you think DX can survive this match?
That's a good question.
Aw, he's so
The
proud of
answer is
himself.
yes. It seems no matter how much we beat each other up, we can't get rid of each other. Speaking of my partner, here he is, WWE Champion Shawn Michaels.
Another golf clap. Yep, it's you, Shawn.
So, if I bloody you and make you submit, we'll still be friends? Wow, that's a real friend, folks. Now I'm happy to be here as your champion, and I'll be happy to leave WrestleMania as the WWE Champion. Now I'll take questions. No questions? Anyone? Bueller.
I guess they both take turns being kind of
Do you have a
idiots.
question?
Not really. Now, if either one of us was facing Randy Orton at WrestleMania,
But we got to bring it back to Orton.
how long would the match last?
32 seconds. Thankfully, for all these people, it's Triple H versus HBK.
A WrestleMania moment in the making.
Make fun of me all you want, but Evolution is going to put both of you through a table and prove DX is overrated.
Because we cannot have a press conference without... You can't have a table in the ring without somebody going through the table, right? Now, when we did these cutscenes, even though none of that stuff is real necessarily, we had to put stuff in the ring to block off those spots so people aren't walking through where the table is or walking through where the chair is.
Press conference has broken down.
And I think we probably had actual tables in there and actual chairs in there. They just weren't censored up. And then, you know, Ukes would make these props high res so we can put them in the cutscenes. And you see the chairs are gone, of course, because they don't think that they had like in-game programming and physics for the chairs. But this is now a tornado tag tables match. Tornado tag tables. And I struggled to win any table matches in the past, so this may be a little rough. Although, thank you to whoever in the comments mentioned to me that you can still do table finishers using signature moves. And there's... Shawn's got Batista, but he does not have a finisher, so he couldn't do anything there. Oof. Now we get to see some of Batista's offense, his power offense against HBK. That seems like that would have been a really good match back then. HBK versus Batista, but I can't really remember it happening. Alright, I got a finisher. Can I do it right now? Nah, off to the side. How about on this? Nope. Okay. Uh-oh.
You're not going to get him with that one. A sharp kick wearing down his opponent.
One more try. Nope. Okay. I missed banking it.
Doesn't look pretty. But just being flashy won't win you the match.
Oh, now Orton's got a finisher. I do not want to go down one person to two here. Yeah, just hold him up there till his finisher expires there, Shawn. Good call. And I'll kick Batista out for a while so we can double team him. Alright, we successfully got rid of his finisher.
Oh, did you see that?
He drops the elbow.
Yeah, I wonder what happens if... Okay, now, unfortunately we don't have the finisher here. But that head smash through was pretty cool.
He's not going to get caught with that.
Alright, can I do a taunt? Is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough? No, he got up anyway. What's Shawn doing? No. Oh, see, I couldn't whip him over there. Shawn! Alright. Now bank it.
That's government mule-like power.
A stunning slam, knocking the wind out of his opponent.
What do you call that kind of rock bottom from the full Nelson position? That's a badass move. Batista's got some great offense, great moveset.
A hard right hand, knocking his opponent down. And he strikes the opponent with a
just sweeping everybody with that. And that table's gone. Okay. But there's still this table in the ring, thanks to Big Batista, Big Dave.
Oh, that elbow's gotta hurt.
That didn't work. Of course, after this, we'll move on to the Rey Mysterio Batista story, and I don't really remember that one too well. Oof, that was a big powerbomb. It was the last one that I wrote for this game, kind of after the fact. I hope it holds up. This DX side of Triple H is kind of a tough act to follow, really.
I think fatigue is set in here, King.
Uh-oh, Shawn is hurt. Okay, I got a finisher right now. Oh, I should let him set that up and try to throw him through it. Oh, where's the other table? Yeah, set that up, Shawn. Get the table. I'll just hit him with pedigree to kind of slow him down a bit.
Know what Orton's up to. If he takes out Triple H or Michaels, they won't be able to make it to WrestleMania.
You might be right. And I guess in Randy's mind, there'd only be one suitable replacement.
Interesting point by the commentators that if Evolution takes us out, one of us out, then maybe Randy will go in our spot for WrestleMania. All right, I got a finisher, a signature move, and these guys are hurt. Now we gotta, come on.
Wearing down his opponent.
Come on, no, not diagonal. Come on, now go diagonal. Nope, don't go straight. No. You go. Oh, how did he go through that? This is way easier said than done, I'm telling you.
Intentions in the eyes of that man right there.
There it is! Spear!
All right, Shawn, can you throw somebody in the table? Go for it, go for it. Go for it, go for it. Yes, yes, yes. Nope, 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 nope.
The only way to win is to put both your opponents through a table.
Oh dear, that's not what we want. Oof. I'm trying to kick him out of it. Trying to stop that gorilla press. When I was in Canada, I wrestled a dude, a legit 7-foot giant guy. All right, here we go. And he gorilla press slammed me. And I don't care how good you are bumping. Taking a bump from a 7-foot guy gorilla press slamming you is not easy. That's a long way down. Bam. Speaking of a long way down. All right, hopefully that eliminates Batista. But you got to think, when a 7-foot guy lifts his arms up, that means your body's about as high up as a basketball rim. And then to fall on your face from that height is substantial, I would say. But as I always say, adrenaline's a hell of a drug. Okay, hey, way to set him up right there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yep. And pedigree. Nice.
Well, like it or not, this one's over.
There's that Jim Ross end match commentary line again. Come on, JR. Come on, Hughes. Come on, me, for not noticing that.
Press pretty easily from the looks of things. I can't help but worry what the physical consequences will be. These two compete for the WWE Championship.
Here again, just a generic win animation. Not even a DX one, I think. Let's see. Well, they're setting up. Nope. Just hands up. That John Morrison looking guy seemed unimpressed. But come on. We gave you guys a quote-unquote hilarious press conference and then a tornado tag tables match. That's a pretty good main event, folks. That's their money's worth, and it's hopefully your money's worth watching this for free. Although if you wanted to watch a couple of the ads, I would not complain about that one bit. But my goal, guys, and I'm being real with you here, is to deliver good content so it's free for you. And man, I pour my heart into each one of these. I hope you could tell. I'm not holding back anything. I'm giving it my all, and I can't not give it my all. That's just how I'm wired. So I hope you're enjoying it. I'm getting great feedback in both, comments and the thumbs up percentage or whatever. And anytime you guys do that, I really appreciate that. All the retweets. DX versus DX.
Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Good old JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler. Pleased to greet you live.
Pleased to greet you.
The biggest spectacle of the year.
I can feel the electricity in the air. Or is that the static electricity coming off that gigantic cowboy hat of yours, JR?
Very funny, King.
That's a copy from the other half.
We have an amazing night of WWE action here, which is sure to be highlighted by the WWE Championship match pitting champion Shawn Michaels against his DX teammate Triple H. Let's take a look at how this contest came about. Randy Orton and Ric Flair were trying to reunite.
In later games, I made sure that all of our major players had a street costume, especially in 2011 with the backstage stuff, because it's just weird that everybody's walking around with their trunks and nothing else. You know, being in the limo is kind of funny.
Doing so, brought back D-Generation X. With Triple H as #1 contender, the two held a DX press conference that degenerated into a tablespoon. Now these two friends go at it officially for the WWE Championship.
HBK versus Triple H. And again, the DX locker room is pretty fun with the DX symbol and everything. A nice touch of changing up the locker room to fit what's going on. And me and Shawn. Oh, and he just jumped right in at me.
This is the WrestleMania main event.
Doesn't get much bigger than this, JR. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels for the WWE Championship.
Oh, good grief.
Well, that's an interesting way of doing it. He actually bumped on that as opposed to when I do Snake Eyes normally when he stays staggered. Not time to go outside yet, Shawn. And I still cannot get up on the top rope. If I'm going to play as Rey Mysterio next storyline, I'm going to have to fix that diagonal problem because Ray goes to the top rope a lot. Now we can go outside, Shawn. Although, as you all know, the title can only change hands on a pinfall or submission.
Having held the Intercontinental, Tag Team, and World Heavyweight Championships.
Time for some military press. Yes. That's impressive. I don't know about you guys, but I struggle to military press about 120 pounds, much less however much Shawn weighs. All right, nice of him to run back to the ring, even though he would have stayed champion if he would have got counted out. And of course, back in the day, that's what used to happen a lot: count out victories, and you know, when back before the internet, before Monday Night Raw, before everybody knew it was work, so many championship matches would end in DQ or count out just because they didn't want to, you know, have the belt change hands. And those kind of matches, those kind of BS finishes would keep people coming back to see again later for a rematch.
Whether they're friends or not, these two are out to destroy each other.
When it comes to the WWE Championship,
don't mind me, Shawn.
There's no friends. It's just you, that title, and the man standing in your way.
He's still dangerous with that finisher. But I got a finisher too, don't I? Oops. Oh, nice. Drops him, stops himself. Alright. Oh, a counter on the pedigree. Shawn did the counter and didn't even lose his finisher. That's impressive. Thankfully, he didn't hit me with a finisher.
What impact from the knee?
Alright, let's hope his timer's out.
He's taking the fight to his opponent.
It is. Nope, it's not. I probably should have kept him down.
Are both battered.
And
Boom.
the game hits the spine buster.
Trying to drag him into the ropes, do some heelish stuff, but that didn't work. Trying to go to the top rope, but that didn't work. But I'm close to another finisher.
A textbook suplex.
We'll bank that. Who knows when we'll need it.
Look at this.
But there's the signature. Reversal by Shawn. Is he gonna... I was hoping to counter a strike there, but he grappled.
The sheer force behind this superstar's punches. What a reversal!
They love the arm. They love the arm wringer.
There's no DX jokes tonight. There's no evolution interference. By God, this is WrestleMania. This is for the WWE.
That's another move that you don't really see very often. That kind of high crotch, high angle suplex.
Triple H rocks his opponent with the knee.
What do we got? We got that funky neck breaker.
Neck breaker.
Go for a pin, see what happens.
He's a 3 count away from a pin.
1, 2, 3.
That's it. The match is over.
All right, maybe not the most epic finish to this storyline, but hey, you get the cutscene. And there's a good view of a tired but victorious Triple H getting his own music as opposed to DX music, because things might be volatile between these two right now. Shawn's got the belt, which is, yeah, the belt looks a little small.
Michael sure looks like he got attached to the WWE Championship.
That's a lot of trust being shown on the game's part. Think about what you're doing, Shawn. It's not worth it.
I remember that was really hard to fit all those dialogue lines into that little space.
Thank God. HBK exhibits.
But of course, Shawn's been the ultimate babyface. He's not gonna turn on me at the end here. Especially when we gotta do pa-chow. Crowd yelling, suck it. Cool drone-esque angle there. Alright guys, that's the end of both sides of Triple H. And look at, we got the DX attire, of course, as cool as it is. Hey, I'll be back with the co-op storyline in the very near future. You may want to get your notifications up so you can see when that goes up. Thanks for all your support. And here comes Tomoko to take it out. Take it away, Tomoko.
Thanks for watching, and please like this video, and please subscribe, and have a lovely day.